Hi, welcome to Reliving Free. Today we're going to talk about journaling again because I love it. I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I open my journal and I don't know what to write about, but I want it to be like a good journaling session. Sometimes it's nice to have a prompt that I ask myself and then I can start writing about it. All of a sudden, 10 minutes became 30 minutes or an hour. Today's theme is reflective prompts. Prompts that make one think about themselves more. So I'm giving prompts to you as a viewer, but also to me, myself as well. So I might interchange between you and I, me and us. We're chill, okay? Like, this is a chill space. I have to tell you, no coffee today. I already drank coffee for the day, so I have water. Hey! This is sparkling water, so it gives me a little sparkle. Drink your water, stay hydrated, and take care of your body. Very important. Just like it's important to take care of the mind and your emotional health. That's where we're gonna get into this journaling stuff. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking, following me on my socials, and commenting, please. Okay, now we're done with the intro, talking. Before I start with the prompts, and we're starting with the prompts very soon. I'm not gonna drag this on. There's 10 prompts. They're all really juicy. They're direct so that they kind of expect honesty from whoever's journaling. So if it's you, if it's me, some of them are intense, some of them are chill. So it kind of depends on your vibe. I also want to say, I write these in my journal, but if you're not into writing or handwriting, you don't have to do that. You could totally record, like audio or video record if you're comfortable doing that, or type them out. Use helpful apps and things. Like I recently started using Notion for organizing my thoughts and brainstorming. Just kind of whatever you're comfortable. Notes app on your phone, whatever you're comfortable with. Even if you prefer to just, I don't know, meditate, like think on these things, like get to know yourself better just by sitting and thinking about them. Totally cool. Okay, this is a good one. It can be heavy, it can be light. Prompt number 1 is, are you a good friend to yourself? Let that seep in, let that be, okay? Feel it. This is a prompt I ask myself a lot. I don't always write about it because when I write, I feel like I get really honest. I think you should be a good friend to yourself. It's important to do the things that you probably would require a good friend to do. I think that's important to do for yourself. So how I would describe a good friend is like someone who is kind, caring, loving, a friend who not only challenges you, but also encourages you. A good friend, I think, is someone who you can enjoy their company. So the question, are you a good friend to yourself? To me, it includes all of that. And then regardless of your answer, like, yes, I'm a good friend to myself, then definitely go into why and reflecting a little bit more, like what makes you a good friend to yourself? Or if the answer is no, what makes you not a good friend to yourself? Like, let's figure that out. Why is it like that? And maybe we should change it. Okay, that was prompt number 1. I think we came in strong with prompt number 1. Prompt number two, how have I changed in the last 6 months? During this time of the year, it might feel like, okay, we just started the new year. I'm thinking more so, how am I this year? But I think at any time of the year, whatever, this is a great question to ask. I don't know how to like say it more clear. It's just kind of like, what are the changes that I've seen in myself, or not changes that I've seen in myself? So this could kind of go different ways depending on how you take the question. So it could go into like this positive, I've grown so much. I've grown over the last 6 months in these areas. Or it can also go into, I feel stable in my characteristics and in who I am. Like I know who I am regardless of the life around me, like the storms, twists, the turns. Regardless of all that, I've remained true to myself. And I think it's also a great one to go back to twice a year, every few years. We can do prompts for days, okay? Let's go to prompt number 3. Prompt number 3 is, what was your favorite age? Or what has been your favorite age? Because it could be the age you are now. At whatever age is your favorite or has been your favorite thus far, I think it's really interesting to think about, how was I at that age? Like, what was I like? How would I describe myself? What were my surroundings like? I also would ask myself, what was my favorite hobby during the time, or my favorite shows, movies, things that I really enjoyed at my favorite age? And maybe should I get it back into them? Should I rewatch the show or get back into the hobby, reread the book? This one's juicy. And it doesn't even have much, I don't have much to say about it. It's just, it is what it is. The question for prompt 4, it's what do you hate most? For me, my answer is usually something like, I hate lies or fake behavior, inauthenticity. I also hate expectations of conformity, like conforming to something. Like, what? Sorry, I'm an individual. I think it's just an interesting discussion to have with oneself, to be honest. Of course, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, what do I hate most was like the last prompt. So prompt 5, what do you love most? If it's a thing, why is it a thing? What is the thing? Okay. If it's a relationship, why do I love that specific relationship the most? Could also be an experience. If I ask it routinely too, what does it change? Does it not change? I think that's just interesting to know. And I could probably write about that for a few pages. Okay, prompt 6 is not the happiest, but it's not the saddest. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. But prompt number 6 is, when was the last time you cried? Yeah, this could get me thinking. This also gets me honest about my feelings, emotional, mental health, where I'm at. I also would ask, do you need a good cry right now? This is very direct. This is not like oh, how are you feeling? Which is a great question too, but like, this is like, when was the last time you cried? Like, what's up? Boom, like, be honest, be real. It's also really healing, I think, to express, if I've been avoiding even articulating it to myself, what I have been feeling or why I cried last, or all these very like personal things that I might not share with someone else, it can be healing to put it out there for myself. Prompt 7 is, when was the last time you cried laughing? So I think this is great because it's a good reminder of what makes me happy, why I laughed so hard, and I'm like recording that moment or the memory. It's nice to know what makes you laugh and what makes you love life. Let's move on to the next prompt. Very simple. These are like not too crazy. Okay, prompt number 8. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be? You've definitely probably heard this question. I try to make sure, okay, sky is the limit. So there's no limit. And if I just write out really fast, what does your gut tell you that your 3 wishes are? It can help me be honest with my goals and my interests. I think it's a great brainstorming, like, okay, let's just get to my knee-jerk reaction when I'm asked, what are my 3 wishes? Like, what are they? And then after I ask those, I'm like, okay, can I do something to get towards those 3 wishes? And it could also just be for fun. It could just be like, oh man, I wish, I was a millionaire or something. But also, maybe that's a goal. Maybe that's a goal. I don't know. I do know. And it could be like materialistic, but it could also be deep stuff. It's personal. It's a personal question. I didn't preface this whole thing with that, but I feel like your journal or wherever you're recording this information should be yours. Like, nobody else has access to what you're writing. This is for you and for getting to know yourself better and just maintaining a relationship with oneself. See, prompt number 9 is great. It is also direct. Prompt number 9, who is in control of your life? Could be really straightforward for some people, but it could also make one pause. For me, I would be like, okay, I'm in control of my life. Boom. Done. How do I know that? Like, why did I have no hesitation? Did I have a hesitation when I answered this question? Did I have a little like, or do I let other people control my life? Or do I always ask for permission from certain people to do certain things that I want to do anyway? I think that's really interesting. It can be like empowering, like, okay, yeah, I'm boom. It can also be empowering in a different way. Oh shoot, like I could take a little bit more control back of my life because it's my life. So that's like one way that I think this question can go. Another way that I think this question can go of, who's in control of my life? Philosophy can get so intense with this question, and I think it's really good. I love philosophy. Studied it in university. It's like my jam. But I think this can get really fast into the free will question. Do we have free will? And then you can even get into theology. But who's in control of your life? Just a question, but it's direct. It's a moment to be honest. Prompt 10 is not too intense. A lot of the prompts were about present tense. What's going on? Some of the prompts were a little bit about past, like your favorite age. This prompt touches a little into the future. Prompt number 10, what would you ask your future self in 6 months from now? You can imagine yourself 6 months from now. What questions do you have? Do you have any questions for yourself? And if not, why? And then if you do have questions, what are they? For me personally, I probably would ask, where are you? Did that opportunity work out? And did you stick with posting YouTube videos? Tons of questions. And I just think it's fun. I try not to overthink about the future, although it's really hard, I think. Can't be everything, because I am living right now, right? Living free. Those are my 10 prompts. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope they get you writing or recording in some way your inner thoughts in a way that's healthy. Spotlight's too bright for me. No, it's not. Okay, so in the comments, please share, how do you record your innermost thoughts? Is it your journal? Do you type it? Do you record audio? I hope you are taking care of yourself and just living life. Live life, romanticize your life, enjoy what's going on right now. I will see you next time. I am so excited for this channel, and I'm so glad that you clicked on here. I'm really grateful and thankful for the support. Please comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
That was good.